What's going on, you guys? So reports have been coming out of a Mario Barrios Ryan Garcia potential matchup, right? We don't know that Mario Barrios actually is the WBC 147-pound champion, right? Now, I have a lot of thoughts on this. The first being, why is Ryan Garcia getting an opportunity to fight for the world title, coming off of a horrible loss to Rolly Romero, who, in my opinion, isn't deserving to be, I believe, the WBA welterweight world champion. But regardless, man, you're coming off of a loss at your debut at 147 pounds, but you're somehow getting a title shot against Mario Barrios, the weakest champion in the history of the sport of boxing. I already understand why he's getting the title shot. So it's because he's a big name. He's a popular, fighter among, I would guess you would say, not necessarily hardcore fans, but casual fans know who he is as well, right? I mean, if you're a hardcore boxing fan, you obviously know who Ryan Garcia is. But yeah, man, and then just my thoughts on the fight in general. This is probably going to be a fight where Ryan Garcia is going to beat Mario Barrios, right? And he may even look spectacular in the fight. Because Mario Barrios is a bum. Let's just be real. I don't know how much he got paid to probably just take a dive against an old Manny Pacquiao, but the fact that you went the distance with a 46-year-old grandpa version of Manny, either one of two things happened. Either you suck that bad, or, PBC, whoever slid you like $1,500 extra to not knock him out or to not just beat the brakes off of him. So, all in all, man, I'm not happy to see Ryan Garcia get an opportunity at a title shot. But also this move, if it does go through, this fight does, get finalized and it's, gonna happen, then this is an actual good move on behalf of Golden Boy Promotions, right? I mean, you finally get to say, hey, Ryan Garcia is a champion. He did what a lot of people really said he couldn't do, which I genuinely didn't see Ryan Garcia ever becoming a champion, but now I do, now that he's fighting Mario Barrios, right? But this also sets up potential mega fights down the line for whoever Ryan really wants to fight in the welterweight division, right? I mean, if Devin Haney gets past Brian Norman Jr., which I'm expecting he won't, then this just adds, a little bit more, I guess, juice to the fight. You got two guys who, assuming that Ryan Garcia beats Mario Barrios and assuming Devin Haney beats Brian Norman Jr., then that sets up a unification rematch and that makes that fight that much bigger, right? Maybe Ryan Garcia decides to unify with Brian Norman Jr., makes that fight even more of a bigger fight than, as if he were to just fight him without a title, right? And Brian Norman Jr. would be coming off of a Devin Haney victory. I don't really see that happening. I doubt Ryan Garcia is going to fight a Brian Norman Jr. But yeah, man, I guess overall, when I saw this news, I immediately thought, yes, Ryan Garcia will probably beat Mario Barrios. But how undeserving of a title is this guy? And would you guys really consider this dude a legit champion? Because, I mean, no one in the welterweight division, aside from Boots when he beat Stanionis, right? But if you look at both Stanionis and Boots, how they got their titles, no one in this division has fought for a title at all. They have all been elevated. And it's just kind of a joke that we're living in an age now where guys like Rolly Romero, Ryan Garcia, all these dudes really, but some of these guys I feel like have been very fortunate to be put in the positions that they're in, right? Rolly Romero, if I'm not mistaken, is now a 2 or 3 division world champion. This was a dude who dang near was like almost got stopped, was getting beat up by that old man Barrios. Really, he robbed somebody else. I can't quite remember who that guy's name was. He got stopped by Pitbull, stopped by Tank. Somehow he's managed to, you know, accomplish what he's accomplished in the sport. But it's just crazy to me that these guys are just given the opportunities like no one else would be given these opportunities, right? I don't know, man. I'm not really too happy to see that. I can't stand Ryan Garcia, but maybe he comes back and he's completely juiced up for Mario Barrios and he looks spectacular, and then they start saying, well, you know, Ryan Garcia's back, and maybe they feed into a narrative that, you know, Ryan Garcia, you know, just wasn't mentally right going into the Rolly Romero fight, and that could be another rematch, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. He wasn't mentally right going into the Rolly Romero fight. He took a year off. You know, he was just drinking every single day. He had a needle in his arm and was living down an alley, and he fought Rolly Romero and, you know, just wasn't right. But now he's 100%. He's back on cycle, and, you know, that's what they're probably going to do to us, the public. So, all in all, man, I got Ryan Garcia probably beating the brakes off of Mario Barrios. The dude's arguably lost his last 3 fights, if I'm not mistaken. The fight that he had with that dude on Jake Paul's, Mike Tyson's undercard, trash. He's a straight bum. The fact that he almost lost to a Manny Pacquiao who's pushing 50, bum. Overall, I'm just not, and I like Mario Barrios as a guy. Like, I'm not, I guess I need to, you know, calm down a little bit, but let's be honest, dude. This guy is not elite at all. The weakest world champion in the sport of boxing ever. But let me know what you guys think, man. Are you excited to see a Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia fight? And if so, who do you have winning? Let me know. Hate, like, comment, subscribe.